Kai Calloway speaking, and I'm here to let you know why hip hop has fallen off. There is no respect. There is no respect for the ones who came before you, before the people in hip hop. So they tend to look at the older different. It's also music that promotes sex, drugs, alcohol, murder. Let's start with the sex. Let's start with the sex. It makes it's dance and sexual stuff in the videos, sexual dances, too much sexual clothing, and you gotta understand, kids is watching drugs. It produced drugs addicts now, people who take medication, pharmaceutical drugs, as far as cough syrup, pills, the whole nine. It's just not a conducive environment, and hip hop is not the genre that you can learn from. They used to have a sound saying that hip hop was edutainment. It's not even edutainment no more. Hip hop is not the way to be pattern after. It has it's not the genre that you would want to fall in love with today. Like, I looked at these guys as superheroes, and I saw people who influenced me. You know, people who say I could look up to that guy. Now I can't really look up to that guy. People want to be criminals and they want to be drug dealers, so they don't want to be themselves. They want to try to fit in like it's high school again. They don't want to be their own person. There's no originality. People want to touch on the biggest topics instead of making their topics big. People don't want to have the creativity to come up with something beautiful that the whole audience could get a hold to and vibe to and love to. See, everything had a section. You had you had gangster rap, you had conscious rap, you had party rap. You had everything that everybody needed, but now it has gone down the tubes. Hip hop, one of the biggest ways it fell because it let the technology come in. Went from downloads. Now certain artists can't be paid, and then I can understand because stuff costs too high in the store, so it's really not gonna go over well when the price ain't right. You gotta also filter in that today's rapper is not like yesterday's rapper, and today's rapper does not respect who came before him. There's no respect. There's no respect for the hierarchy, and maybe the old has displaced with some of that. I don't know, but from what we need to go forward, my responsibility and what my podcast is gonna do is gonna bring the light to people who need to get the exposure in hip hop. The ones who is the MCs, the ones who is doing the work, the ones who do got the respect, the ones who do study the craft. People feel that they don't have to study the craft. People feel that they could just get on the mic and say anything. They feel that just because it's not a singing that it's not singing voice, you could just get on there and say some words on on the microphone or in the studio and it's supposed to sell. And no, it doesn't go like that. It's a system for a reason. Everybody also dressed the same. The clothes, if you see the clothes, if you see somebody with a Gucci shirt on, everybody, it's gonna be 10 people who have a Gucci shirt on. If you have somebody who has an Audemars AP, an AP watch, you're gonna see 10, 15 people with the same watch on. If you got some people with some Nikes, you're gonna see them with 4 or 5. You're gonna see 10, 15 people with Nikes. Whether you see some people with Nikes, you'll see some people with Adidas, you'll see some people with boots. Everybody has different, and with the hair, a lot of people wearing dreads. If one person wearing dreads, 15, 20 people is wearing dreads. It's no stand up anymore. And that's another thing. I want to make certain people stand out to where this is a rapper and this is an MC. And it goes to my next thing. MCs don't get the respect. Like for example, Nas don't get the respect he need to. He put in a lot of work not to be respected, not to be the hip hop legend, um, not to be held to the standard of a hip hop legend the way a hip hop legend is supposed to be um, upheld. We the listeners don't feel that we could take a message like there's something not to learn. Hip hop at a point in time it also used to make you think. It'll make you think about what's going on. It'll make you think about what you need to be doing with your life. It'll make you think about what's purpose. Hip hop used to provide purpose, but now it doesn't provide purpose no more. And rappers need to be more creative. They used to have originality, and you knew a person's style by when you heard their voice or when you heard their style. You can always tell who's who. Now you can't tell who's who. Now, yes, it's a different ball game, but some of that stuff needs to come back. As I watch YouTube and as I see YouTube, it's everybody coming on weird. It's just, and then with the murder, it's causing rappers to also get killed. Rappers ain't feeling safe in their own home. See, that's the part of producing genocide. Now the rappers talk about death and talk about killing. Now they are being killed, and that's not good. So that needs to change. This is why the messaging of the music needs to change. Some rappers are starting to wake up and mature, but there's still a lot of work to do, and there's still a lot of a lot of strides to be taking place to make sure that doesn't happen. It's more like it's politics, and when it's more like it's politics, nobody get their fair share, and nobody really get to see what type of MC they are. We need to start bringing about topics of your own personal life and not just jump on a trend. People do topics for trend, not to reach a message. The music is microwave music. It's here to go. It's here today, gone tomorrow. A song ain't even lasting 10, 15 years now. A song is not resonating and touching the audience like it's supposed to be. It's not there. It doesn't make you provoke or think, provoke a thought. Hip hop is not on life support. It's basically dead, and if it's not dead, it's dying. It's flourishing, and this needs to change. Kyle Calloway out.